Greetings everyone. Today is June 19th of 23. It is past 7 now and I've been working since 9 o'clock this morning. All day I've been transporting my fig trees into this orange section where they're gonna stay for the rest of the season. Finally had time and the weather was allowing me to do so. We had some rain last week. So now I'm going to show you first what's left from that first shaded area, which trees. So the first 3 weeks or so, more than 3 weeks now, the trees stayed here under this shade cloth. I would cover this completely and then I would uncover it. Once the trees I saw that they have been adapted a little bit, I would give them few minutes, like 10-20 minutes in the beginning. Then I was raising the time, and then finally in the last week or more probably now, they've been uncovered like that. Now these older trees were on this side, so they were adapted more than these young trees here. They are under the shade cloth, plus they have this huge maple tree. So some of the older trees were right there in the back, so they were also in a shaded area, and that caused some of those trees to produce fruit that just did not have sweetness, and I would say that that's the reason why. Now let me show what my fig orchard now looks like. Alright, so what I did here, and for the most part I was able to complete this. So here I organized these fig trees varieties by their type. Recently I had received info from the Off the Beaten Path nursery. They had a sale of their plants, and from Big Bill. So I looked into the site, and I found that the way that Big Bill is describing his figs or types, easy to understand, easy to follow, like complex berry flavor. So that's what I was doing in this first two rows. These are all like Black Madeira types, and then here maybe Adriatic types, and so on. So some of those are mixed up because I did not have time to do this fully, but I'll go back and try to organize it as much as possible if I have enough of those types to do so. But trees are now looking better. They were quite dehydrated. I let them dry for the last few days. I did not water them enough, hoping that I will be able to do so, and so they were very lightweight, these grow bags. Some of the trees started to drop the fruit. It was ripe, but they also started to dry the fruit. So I'm going to show you now, go through these rows and actually pick some of the ripe fruit, and then later I'll go downstairs and maybe I'll do fig tasting reviews on some. I know that some of you are interested in comparison between Black Madeira types strains like Craven's Craving or Black Madeira. What I think, it is too early for me to give a more informative answer, but we can always test and taste and see what they are, how they taste at a given moment. So today we'll find out who's better. And here are some Italian 258s, but nothing is ready here. Black Madeiras. This is actually Preto. So Preto, I have only one fruit here. So this one is very dry and small fruit. And I'm gonna just keep everything at the bottom, so I can go back later and pick all of those fruits. But Preto, I'm impressed by how much of the fruit it has. very prolific. I like the way that these Preto and Black Madeiras are producing their figs at the tip of the branches. They are, I find, more naturally compact, and I did read about that too. They do tend to grow slow rate. Let's go see next. This is Madeira Island Black, and you can see here this fruit. I'm not sure if this happened only today, probably also a few last days, but you can see the sunburn on this fruit right there. So I'm gonna pick this fruit too. Let's see, and drop it there. Let's go next. Again, another Black Madeira. So recently I had that really nice tasting fruit that was at 32.5 on a Brix scale. So I'm interested to see actually if I can get even sweeter Black Madeira. What else we have here? These are all Black Madeiras now. Here I have 5 in a row. Again, nice prolific variety. This tree, nothing is ready yet. On this one here, this is the one that I was doing a taste review on. So they have one there and one small here. And the one that was on that video above that fruit that I had is right there. It already dropped when I was transporting. You can see how it already started to dry on a tree. I like this characteristic of Black Madeiras, that they are drying, not spoiling. They are smaller fruit, but right now they will be bigger. But the ostiole is completely closed, and they should be very sweet. And here is another Black Madeira, but nothing on it to pick. Now here I have 5, I believe, Craven's Cravings. And last year, Craven's Craving had the largest fruit of all of these, I would call it Black Madeira types. Some say that this was improved Black Madeira. Perhaps it's just related and looks very similar to Black Madeira. But there is a fruit right there in the back. So again, let's take a look up close. It's dry now, so very, very leathery. However, I do like to eat the skin of these figs. They are, I don't know, sweet and chewy, almost crunchy. So I'm gonna put this. Let's see what else. Another Craven's Craving. And what is this? Oh, this one is, I'm looking forward. I'm gonna go from the other side to that variety, Bass favorite fig, or Bass's favorite fig. Let's see here, what is this? This one is Malta Black. Okay, oh, Malta Black has one fruit at the bottom. Right there, and looks really nice. So let's take a look up close at Malta Black. Has a drop of a nectar there. It's always good to see that, to close the ostiole so the insects cannot penetrate, go inside. This one is very ripe, wrinkly, but it has a soft skin, opposite of Black Madeira, for example. So we're gonna taste that one. What I have here, these are I believe also, maybe not. Let me just see what these are. Oh, Black Tuscan. Black Tuscan is one of the favorite varieties of my friend Dan Foster. So I'll have quite a few Black Tuscans. I do have 2 or 3 maybe Black Tuscans. This is Bass's favorite fig. I have one larger fruit at the bottom too. So all of my trees, just want to repeat this, are more on compact side. I am only trying to test my method of giving the trees a head start under the lights for cold growing areas. So for that reason they have to be on a smaller side, and also for that reason I did not go for the production. Next year, once I reduce the number of these trees, I will have, of course, bigger trees, maybe a little bit bigger and more productive, of course. It would be much easier for me to work with only, let's say, 50 trees instead of 200 plus. I'm including the seedlings and the smaller, younger trees. This is Colonel Littman's Black Cross. Oh, now this one, it's right there, the other one. So I have a couple of fruit. I was very impressed with the Breba, and now I have 3, I believe, of main crop to come. This is Capole Curt Negra. This one was on the other side, outside of a shaded area, and it had rain on it quite a bit, so this one started to split. However, I do have, oh, I see one now at the top. I do have some ripe fruit right there. Smallish, but you never know. Oh, this one is quite leathery. All right, let's take a look up close. So this is Capole Curt Negra. I like the review that Harvey had on Figaholics. His fruit looked much better, and his fruits are caprified. So it's always good to compare what the fruit will look like when it's caprified, pollinated, and uncaprified. All of my trees are not unpollinated, so there is one also smaller fruit. I'm gonna pick this one there too. So they are very dry, on a dry side, but could be very sweet at the same time. All right, the sun is now at the end now. Oh, it feels so much better now. I wish it was like this all day, but this is Smith. I have 2 Smith trees from different sources. So one fruit right there. I'm gonna show you what it looks like on a branch. Extremely ripe, I would say. And it begin to now you can see splitting a little bit. Now I find that Smith now, at least in this conditions now that I had, once it's ripe, fully ripe, doesn't have as good attachment as Black Madeiras, and they tend to drop. So when I was moving my trees, I already had 3 and one there, actually 4 fruit dropped. So I'm gonna add this one to the bunch. Let's see what else do I have here. Oh, this is another Smith, different source. So a couple of fruits here. This one, This one looks very dry. It's also splitting now, started to split. And another one here. Let's see. Okay, this one has better attachment. I think this is also a good characteristic to have in a variety, that fruit doesn't drop once it's fully ripe. Ability to stay on a tree and begin to dry is also very good to have. All right, let's collect these two. Oh, so I have quite a few now to taste. What else do I have here? Socorro Black. Now this one looks like it's ripe too. Yes, I can pick Socorro Black. Oh, look at this one. I'm gonna just wait till it focuses. Look at that nectar droplet there. I can